So apparently, our boy Young Thug still hasn't learned his lesson. And I guess he got out of jail and got straight to the street shenanigans, messing around with Charleston White and all that of all people. But let's see what's up. Video by our boy Poetic Flacco. Young Thug will regret doing this to Charleston White last night. He is done. All right, let's see what's up.
This Young Thug and Charleston White drama is really bad, but is only really bad for Young Thug because Young Thug is the one who allowed himself to get rage baited and tricked out of his position. Young Thug very well could be headed back to jail if things play out how we think is going to play out. A lot of people is under this notion that Young Thug beat his RICO case. He didn't. Young Thug pled guilty. And when he pled guilty, the judge had a criteria of things he had to do and stay away from to not go back to jail. The judge sentenced him to, I believe, 20 years. 5 out of 20 would be time served, and then 15 years would be on probation. However, they have very strict conditions, and if Young Thug violates any of these conditions, he's going back to jail. And not just any one of these conditions. If Young Thug goes to jail for whatever reason, he could very well be going back for 15 years, even if it's a misdemeanor.
Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. The balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. Balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. And you may not have in your possession or with arm's reach any kind of a firearm because you're going to be a convicted felon. And that is, except I know that you have security and you need security. You can be within arm's reach of a firearm that is in the possession of either licensed law enforcement or licensed security personnel that are in your security detail or anybody that you're performing with. You are to submit to random drug screens and not use any drugs unless they are prescribed for you by a licensed physician. You are to execute a Fourth Amendment waiver that will permit the search of your person, residence, vehicles, and electronics for any firearms, any criminal street gang paraphernalia, or any illicit drugs.
I watched the...
Do y'all think Thug is really going to get through 15 years of this? Imagine you had to go 15 years, you can't even smoke no gas. And, I mean, he's allegedly a gang leader. 15 years, can't be in arm's reach of no guns. Y'all think he's going to make it? Would y'all make 15 years of probation? That's 15 years. That's a whole chunk of your life, bro. That's crazy.
Full sentencing, I heard what Young Thug had to say towards the end, how he took full accountability, how this life is behind him, and Your Honor, when he comes home, he's gonna serve the community. I heard it all, man. And then Thug's first day out, man, Thug is rapping about how he don't F with rats, how y'all rats. I said, bro, Young Thug ain't learned a goddamn thing in jail, man. He came home and started calling himself King Slime. Okay? Now, more evidence that Young Thug ain't learned a goddamn thing in jail is this run-in with Charleston White. Now, when your probation is that strict, when you got to follow conditions that strict, the last person you probably want to run into is Charleston White. All right? Now, Charleston White has been really critical of Young Thug online, very critical, even more critical when Charleston White and YSL Woody, began to do business and formed a friendship before that collapsed and that ended, and now they beefing. But especially when they were cool, Charleston White talked about Young Thug like an absolute dog, which is why when Young Thug seen Charleston White, he wasn't so happy.
They getting broke. Then they kill Nut. Boy, they kill.
What's this man got on now?
Nut was the best thing Atlanta has seen in a long time. How you niggas kill a nigga like Nut, but ain't nothing like the nigga like Nut? Y'all got a nigga like Thugger that done divided the city. Cause he ugly. He ain't got no muscles. He ugly. Nigga running the town. The ugliest nigga coming out the
I wasn't expecting him to go there.
project. Been mistreated all his life. He like one of them Michael Vick dogs in the backyard that had their head in the cage. That all they know how to do is fight and bite. and you done get this to a loving family. Go by everybody in the house, and the cousins come over too, and the neighbors too. This ugly running the city. He been busted, dusty, ashy, ugly, bad dental work, poor hygiene, been mean. And what y'all think when y'all make him president of the country? He want to go to war with everybody. He dropping bombs everywhere. They got the man on the phone telling Woody them, you niggas once done got soft. Them niggas ain't dead yet. What? You saying this on the phone, nigga? They got the man recorded. Y'all done got soft. These niggas ain't dead yet. And you done divided the city, nigga. Then you go to jail. You divide the whole.
I can understand why you want to put hands on this man after hearing that, but I wouldn't care if Charleston White called my mama out her name. If I'm on paperwork, when I see him, I'm going to shake his hand. Good to see you, sir. And keep it pushing, man. And if
I can't even lie. If I was in third position, I wouldn't be messing around with no Charleston White of all people. I can't even say I'd even walk up to him and shake his hand. I just stay away from him. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that, bro. Nah, that's 15 years, bro. I ain't trying to spend a day in jail. What you talking about?
something does happen to him, I don't want to be in the building. I don't want to be in the same country when it happens. I'm straight. I don't even want it to be anybody who's associated with me who does it. But Young Thug apparently couldn't control his impulses when he seen Charleston White, and he decided he was gonna try to like scare Charleston White with the same age-old street dude tactics. Not knowing, bruh, yo, these new age of civilians and rats, we a little different, bruh. We tough rats nowadays, okay? All right. We learned the blueprint
rats
to dealing with street dudes, okay? We got the police on our side. Y'all don't really want no smoke with the police. Y'all scared of jail. All right? So we now know what makes y'all scared and fearful. At first, you guys knew what the game plan was with us, threatening our families, threatening our livelihoods, because for the most part, we not willing to take it there where y'all want to take it, all right? We have something to live for. Y'all don't. But we know one group of people who don't give a damn where y'all want to take it. They ready to take it where y'all want to take it, and that's the police. So when we got next to the police, now we could pop it how we want to pop it, because y'all don't want to pop it with who on our side, which is the police. So Young Thug must have been in jail for a long time, because apparently he's not really hip to these new age rats, okay? Young Thug decided it was smart to threaten Charleston White's life.
They ain't ready for that, mate. They so dumb. Man, approach me now. Catch the foot.
Jeffrey Williams. Let me explain something to you. You on probation, right? You just approached me, threatening me. Your words was, we step on you, okay? You didn't say I, you made it plural. You said we. So that's in cohorts. I mean a gang. You on probation. Then you had a fellow with you that was possessing a gun. You are not supposed to be around with people that had guns. Eyewitness, along with other witnesses, saw your friend with the short body, with the fat, pudgy stomach that hangs above or over his waistline like a kangaroo pouch. The fat clutching the gun. His exact words as he was clutching the gun or appearing to be clutching the gun. I was a gun. I think it was a gun. I believe it was a gun.
He got all the
Right?
detail.
That makes it aggravated. His words was, don't lose your life in her. My words was, do it. Then other people came out and interfered. I proceeded to brandish the mace and pull out the mace and say, you get maced.
Now, in the beginning of this,
Charleston White is like the rat CEO. Yeah, he'd be the last person I try to mess with if I'm on probation. I'm good. I don't got to put on no tough guy persona at all. I'm not trying to deal with Charleston White. Look at all the details. You said we, not I. Like, bro, come on.
this video, we watched the citizen of Young Thug, and that white woman told Young Thug specifically, you cannot be around anybody with a gun if they not security. I don't think a short, stout, pudgy man with no security reference on anything and who's telling people don't lose your life here tonight, I don't think that's security. I don't think that has the temperament of security. So if Young Thug is still rolling around with street dudes with guns as his security, Young Thug won't be a free man for long. Now, Charleston White plans on taking additional steps to make sure Young Thug gets in trouble. Now, I don't know how successful Charleston White will be with this, but he's still going to try. Charleston White says he's going to call Young Thug's probation officers or the parole office, and he's going to report a terroristic threat. Now, when you are brandishing a firearm, Charleston White says he could see them clutching on the firearm while making terroristic threats about Charleston White losing his life. That's terroristic threats. And if Charleston White has this on recording, if Charleston White somehow got footage of this, a Young Thug is in the vicinity, that can be very bad news for Young Thug. If there's one person I know who's going to go through with this, it's Charleston White. I don't know what Young Thug was thinking. I don't know why you would even engage Charleston White. Why would you even waste your time with Charleston White? Exactly. Why would you do this to yourself? But he did it to himself, and he's going to have to reap the consequences of it.
So I understand we was on a private airport's property, which is under the Federal Aviation Administration. So first thing Monday morning, because you said Jeffrey Williams on probation, a.k.a. King Slime, a.k.a. Young Thug, you said we step on your other brother, your goon with the gang chain, the YSL spider chain, pretending to clutch a gun as he was be brandishing and holding the gun, said don't lose your life. I am now in fear of my life. Swear to God I am.
Charleston White's just a funny looking dude, bro. I'm not trying to mess with this man at all.
I'm contacting my attorney. First thing Monday morning, we will be going to the courts to file a restraining order against you for my protection. Not only that, I will be contacting the federal authorities because you made a threat while possessing a gun on federal property, a private airport. I'm pressing charges on you, Jeffrey. I know you're on probation. You fit to go to jail. I swear to God, you will. I'm doing everything because you got me afraid for my life. You are a gang leader. I don't even know why you was at the Drewski Could Have Been Love reunion. You wasn't on one episode, ugly. I don't even know what you were there for. Bothered me. And you waited till I was by myself. You waited till I was by myself and approached me with a gang of guys, thinking that you was going to intimidate me and cause me to be in fear. And guess what? You did.
I've seen a sentiment by Young Thug online that I have to highlight. Now, it was so simple yet profound. I was probably already thinking it, but they were first to put the thought on paper and had it online. So I have to highlight this and bring attention to it. This man is a philosopher. The street philosopher Two-Way J2 says, this ninja Young Thug might be the dumbest ninja I'd have never seen. And I agree. Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah.
Based on this.
You know what I think it is? I think it's like with some of these rappers, or really just street dudes in general, it's not necessarily just a rapper thing, but so much of their clout and image has come off of being a tough dude. And if you grow up in that lifestyle and that's how you were raised, that's how you became who you are, if you lose that tough dude persona, you kind of lose all your power. And I think some of these dudes might be down to just risk that power or risk their freedom to maintain that power, even if it's behind bars. It doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, I'm a civilian. I'm not with any of that. So it doesn't make much sense to me. But trying to look at it from a different perspective, maybe that's why this is going on. Maybe if he doesn't step to Charleston White, then all his guys, his following or whatever, his entourage, whoever, they gonna start looking at him funny, like, oh, you ain't even press him. He was saying this, and that about you. Ooh. And maybe that's why they're willing to risk all this right off the bat, just for maintaining their power or clout or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it, but it's not gonna really make sense to me on how I move, but maybe that's why. Let me know what y'all think.
There's nobody dumber than Young Thug. Ain't no way you on a 20-year sentence, 15 years probation, and not a year into it, you picking a fight and threatening Charleston White out of all people on the internet. Come on, bruh. Right? And yo, listen, man, the comments agree. Ain't he under probation? Yes. Y'all call street ish dumb. LOL. Yo, fans like this is why Young Thug is gonna be back in prison before the year is over. Y'all call street ish dumb. LOL. Y'all not street ninjas, so everything street is dumb to y'all geeks. Just don't speak on this ish. Y'all expect a street ninja to go to jail and come home a nerd? No, we expect you to be reformed.
I say yes. Yes. Come home a nerd. Haven't you seen and been through enough? Come home a straight nerd. Come home a geek. Like, I don't know. This street life is kind of outdated by now, ain't it? Ain't the street life outdated? And I know it comes from like it comes from people being born in a certain area and under certain conditions and having to live a certain life. I get that. And that problem is still not solved as of today. But isn't it a little outdated now? Isn't it? There's other things to do. Like, I don't know. Shoot, go be a YouTuber.
We expect a father to go to jail and figure out, you know what? Being tough ain't worth not being in my kid's life. Being tough ain't worth leaving my kids, man. Because when Young Thug was behind on bars, Young Thug was willing to pay whatever it took to come home. When Young Thug was in jail, Young Thug was willing to put up $10 million bond to come home. So if you're willing to put up 10 M's to see freedom, it's just a taste of freedom. Your freedom ain't worth ignoring Charleston White. Like, your freedom is ain't worth just minding your business and going the opposite way. If you're young, if I'm Young Thug, if I see Charleston White, I'm running the opposite way, man. I don't want no smoke, homie.
He's got a point.
Sure did. And I am in fear. God said I would lose my life clutching the gun. I seen it and I saw it. And I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. You going to jail. And I'm contacting your probation officer. I'm sending her the video to show that you was there and you was with gang members. I got the pictures and the photos of every guy you was with. Swear to God I do. You have no business bother me. But you got the right one, Jeffrey. Yeah. Jeffrey King Slime. Finna slime your right into Fannie Willie's hands. She already done tried to get you revoke. Guess what I'm finna do? Get you a revocation hearing. I swear to God, I'm finna get you a revocation hearing. And I listen, I'm gonna tell exactly what happened. Detailed description. And you waited. Y'all gonna catch me by myself and I will go cowboy. I grab my nuts on you and told you to do it. And I will by myself. You with a group of and you had every opportunity to upside my head. Get what you didn't do? Nothing but make threats. And guess what it is? Against the law.
The streets are saying, we just don't understand street dudes, man. We just don't understand how the street. Hey, man, cool. We don't understand. Y'all let me know, all right? Do y'all think what Young Thug did was smart? Do y'all think Young Thug antagonizing Charleston White was smart while on paperwork? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another,
I feel him. I feel Flacco. And I'm pretty sure they are saying we just don't understand street dudes. And you're right. We don't. I don't. I done been all over Chicago, lived in many various places, but still ain't never been a part of the street life. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. At least I did. Speaking for myself. But yeah, I think it's real foolish of Thug to even try to put out any types of threats. He needs to go on a whole image cleansing campaign or something. At this point, that's what I would do if I got let out of jail. Even if 15 years probation, that just sucks, but it's better than spending that 15 inside the cell, still under all the rules plus more that the probation is going to give me, than to be outside. So I think it was pretty foolish. And if Charleston White really does have all that footage and stuff, this could actually end up being pretty bad for Thug. So I'm curious to see what happens. A little bit. Part of me doesn't really care, but a little bit. But it would be a little interesting to see how this ends up. And Charleston White, he just sounds like the most annoying dude in the world to me. Like, if I'm a rapper, if I got any type of controversy going on in my life, I'm not trying to be in Charleston White's radars. He look like he's just that dude that's over there trying to mess up your situation. And I mean, he's within his right to try to do so. That's how he gets bread or whatever. Get your paper, bro. But I'm not trying to be a part of that at all. At all. But I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think Thug is gonna be okay? Do y'all think he was really on that? Like, he was really sending threats or had dude with a gun on him? Or nah, yeah, I think Charleston White is just being annoying, making stuff up like he tends to probably do. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. But thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna kick with y'all in the next one. Peace.